NTegrity. That is such a rich, strong name. Would you say that your name is a reflection of your music?
Yes, most definitely. I think that that's definitely the root of it. Rooted in truth, rooted in reality, not trying to hide anything, not being one way one time and then another way another time. I believe in being myself, whether I'm standing in front of the mic or not in front of the mic. Integrity is who I am. That's exactly what my music is rooted in.
So would you say that the in-studio integrity is the same integrity that we'll see outside of the fame, outside of the beats, outside of the motivational lyrics? Would you still be the same person?
Yeah, most definitely. Whether I'm at a theme park with my children or whether I'm, taking my mom out for some brunch, I'm gonna be the same person. I believe being true to who I am, why I'm able to stay happy. I'm not living a fictitious life, a fake life. What you see is what you get.
So your name basically is just a way of life for you. It's like second nature for you.
Yeah. Definitely who I am. I don't plan on changing it. You know what I mean? As long as
it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. I'm in it now. I believe I perform before an audience of one, which is God, and He's always watching. Can't get nothing past Him. Can't hide nothing from Him. So I gotta be. You know what I mean?
So I'm going to rewind it back then. So since we see that integrity is the same person all the way around, where did this name come from? Like, how did it, was it like a process of elimination?
Right.
Is it something that your friends called you when you were in school? Like, hey, there's integrity in the second grade. Like, how does that, how does one come up with the name?
Definitely I wasn't integrity in the second grade. Basically how the name became about. Funny story, me and a couple of my brothers, we would do this men's study group, a couple of my buddies from church, and we had a segment to where we all had to pinpoint something that we saw in each other. And when I was in the hot seat, everybody got a chance to say, what they saw in me. And at the time, I didn't even realize it. Somebody that I hold at high esteem pointed it out. He was like, when I think about you, I see the spirit of integrity that you walk in. It's who you are, you know what I mean? You don't change for nobody. You always try your best to be your best. And from that moment on, I think that was the silent birth of integrity.
Okay.
So I'm running with it.
So I think your friends told a fib because they said they don't see you change, but technically I saw you change because you had on your nice little lumberjack flannel on. Now you got your little, got your little prom night now with your bow tie.
I try to stay fresh for the camera, But yeah. I try not to change that, I feel like, why change? Who am I changing for?
Right.
I think people, have known, become attached to who I am as being me. And if I was to be fake, they would think something's wrong with me. Yeah.
So would you say that today's artists walk in integrity? Now, don't say nothing that's going to get a mixtape or a battle song.
They come after me. Hey, I don't want any problems. I definitely think that your music should be a reflection of who you are, your experiences, things that you've seen throughout your life. I think that it should definitely, you should definitely use that platform to display that. And, unfortunately, sometimes, music, this tool can be used for different things, and it is a tool. Music can be used for good. It can be used for not so good things. It's just like a hammer. You can use a hammer to build a house, or you can use it for some not so pleasant things if somebody make you mad. Not saying I would, but it's a tool that can be used either way. And I believe that if you are an artist, taking into consideration the listeners who's going to be hearing that music, the children, most importantly, the next generation, because they will hear it, one way or the other. And you want to keep in mind that everything you're saying, somebody can be latching onto your every word. And that's why, I choose my words carefully. Make sure that what I'm saying can add life to someone and not take away. You know what I mean?
So what makes integrity tick? What's that one thing that you can say that kind of just like I want to step out of character for not anything that's like
Yeah.
overly negative, but I mean,
Yeah.
everybody has like a pet peeve.
Well, my children doesn't live up to my expectations. Because, they're my seed. They're every being and they're every existence. How they would, flourish in life is dependent upon what I try my best to instill in them. So when I see them, going to the left or to the right of what, what I'm teaching them, it's taught you better than that, son. But as God graced me with grace, I have to extend that same grace to my children and give them time to get it right, teach them why they shouldn't do this. And it's a challenge, but it's well worth the challenge.
So, do we have any upcoming projects? Any performances coming up? I mean, will we get a chance to see this, this new single live?
Yes, yes, yes. I have some great things in the making. I'm putting together a 5-city tour. Shout out to my wife, Nisi J. She's putting me together a 5-city tour along with a few other people who's on my team. I'm grateful for that. The single is dropping April 15th.
April 15th.
I'm grateful for that. Tremendously grateful. God graced me and granted me with that opportunity. You will be seeing me do some voiceovers for a company called Exquisite Expressions. That Christian-based storyline avatar company. They do it all themselves. And fortunately, I was able to get picked for one of the roles. Nathan, I play a character by the name of Nathan. And he's an awesome man of God, so it kind of fit me perfectly.
Okay.
And, I auditioned for the part and I made it, so I'm happy about that. And then I am going to be releasing a new mixtape after my album drop, but it's going to be next year, 2018.
Now you say new mixtape.
Yeah.
So there was a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I released my first self-titled mixtape. NTegrity, the Foundation, was released 2015. A lot of people heard my single off of that, Just Vibe. I actually shot a music video. Salute to my buddy Armand for shooting that video. He did an amazing job. But it's available on YouTube, Just Vibe, JUSVIBE. Go look it up, NTegrity. It's out there. I've received some great feedback from my mixtape, and I'm tremendously grateful for all the support. Yeah.
So, 2017, current day, right now. What would you say to this generation as far as just, rising up and, walking in more integrity and being more responsible? What encouraging words do you have to say to the young men of today?
Well, most importantly, just be yourself. That trumps anything. I think being yourself, being true to who you are, being true to your beliefs, and most definitely following your dreams, your aspirations. You can't go wrong. A lot of times we don't pursue our dreams and pursue our aspirations because we feel like we got to be great. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And I think that's most important. Just be true to yourself, no matter what anybody around you thinks. Just be real. That's the best advice I can give.
I think that's the best I've heard all day.
Yeah. Yes.
So do you have any community work that you partner up with as far as being, because you're a role model, and a lot of, sometimes artists don't want to really have that title above them, but you're in the public eye and you're going to have people looking up to you. Yeah. So is it any organization that you give your time to? Yeah,
I do. I actually work with, a lot of people know Alonzo Lee with the Track Stars. He has a program called Project LAM, LAM. It's an acronym for Literature as Music. Basically, we go out to the boys and girls clubs and we teach youth how to songwrite and produce music, and then we record them. So we have about 15 to 20 songs already recorded, and great material. These kids really, really love it. They gravitate to it. When they see us walking in, they start getting happy, saying, "Oh, we gonna record today?" Because they all see their favorite rappers, on the TV. So that honestly, they want to do it. But we teach them how to write songs that really have meaning. Songs about love, songs about truth, songs about seeking your dream, songs about what it takes to succeed. And it's amazing to see the talent, of our youth here in the city, and given the opportunity, how great they can be. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Well, how do you feel about, and this is what this is probably off the subject, but not off the subject because you're working with children. And as you know, just here in a lot of the public schools, they're pulling a lot of the music programs away. So do you feel like that's going to do the kids a disservice?
Yeah, I definitely think that will do the kids a disservice because music is a great outlet. Had it not been for music, I can honestly say I wouldn't be sitting here today. I started early on, 10 years old, watching my older cousins do hip hop, cultivating their gift. Obviously, I wanted to do the same thing. So as I, moved up through school, music was something that I held dear to me and obviously kept me off of the streets. Sometimes, I could either go hang with my friends, probably get in some trouble, or I can go to the studio and record some music. I chose to go to the studio and record some music. So I think that the music programs should definitely be kept in school. I think that it's something that we as parents, we have to fight for because I think a lot of times the people who are higher up, they don't understand sometimes how important some of these programs can be, especially when it's in direct relation to kids either doing something constructive with their time or doing something destructive with their time.
Nicely put. Well, it has truly been a pleasure being in your space. Thank you so much for allowing me in it.
Pleasure's mine.
So I can say that I was the first. When you take off, and is there anything any words of wisdom that you want to leave us with? Yeah,
always follow your dreams. Never give up. Continue pushing forward. My favorite speaker says, even if you get knocked down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. You keep fighting. And remember, integrity matters the most when you're all by yourself. God bless you.